talk about Troy and Zeruiah because Zeruiah went and posted on Facebook a few days ago. She posted this picture of her where you can clearly see she has a black eye, multiple bruises all over her face, and she said, everyone always said it was me. No, it's... Then she tagged Troy, and she said he's an abuser. Zeruiah only left this post up for a few minutes before she ended up taking it down, but once you put things up on the internet, especially someone who's been on a show like she has, it starts circulating and everybody had the receipts, and then Troy ended up responding, and he said when people get mad, they say things, they do things, okay, cool. In real life now as we speak, I just left Buffalo visiting my sister in the hospital. That was the word on the curb as he went to see his sister in the hospital and she started tripping. I don't know if she didn't believe that he was actually going to see his sister or what the big deal was. But he goes on to say, I just left Buffalo and now I'm back home in my kitchen preparing dinner while my wife is out doing content getting her lashes done. So please stop believing everything y'all see on the internet. Stop trying to put these stupid ass stories together. I'm sorry she trolled y'all. It is what it is. Shit happens. Mother effers do stupid shit. Anyways, enjoy the rest of y'all Sunday. And I hate how he just like tries to gaslight everyone like it's everyone else's fault and like they're just coming up with these stories. No, y'all are the ones that decided to bring it to the internet, not us. Then Zeruiah decided to comment under Troy's post acting like Zeruiah was just trolling, and she said, no, I definitely wasn't trolling and you know it, but if that's what you want to say to make yourself feel better, cool. And then someone even responded and said, I was like, she ain't joking. And then she said, actually, I didn't lie. I never did. He did though. I don't care what y'all gonna say. This is exactly why Ted Bundy had so many victims, because women like you stick up for abusive men. Why do you think the charges were dropped? Because I was right. The truth always comes out. Okay, but if that was the case, she was trying to claim that Troy hurt her the night that she ended up getting arrested. So if the truth came out, then why wasn't he arrested? And why didn't he have charges pressed on him? Either way, the only reason that anybody would be side-eyeing Zeruiah's story is just the fact that she has flip-flopped so much in the past and said one thing and then the next day said something completely different, and that's how she pretty much is now. Her and Troy literally just went live after they posted all this BS, and they're just acting like everything's fine, like nothing ever happened. And now let's talk about Michael. So the last time we talked about him and his wife had split up a few weeks ago, and it looks like this split is permanent. She ended up posting on her social media and she said, blocking me on social media, okay, I get it. But blocking my kids, that's some next level crazy. The same kids that you were gushing over just 2 weeks ago. You clearly have no clue what love is. Sorry guys, but I had a vent about this absurdity, and let's be real, it's all to impress the girls that you're chatting up. The ones that you started talking to just mere minutes after leaving. Bravo, what a stellar performance. You showed up and that's all that matters, right? I think you deserve a shiny participation trophy. So then someone went over to Michael's Facebook page and brought this up, and he said, I know I seen it. She's just mad because she's not getting anywhere with me because of her actions. Then when someone pointed out, okay, but that's weird that she's using her kids' social media pages to still keep tabs on him. And Michael acknowledged that comment. He said, yeah, acknowledgement. And then his wife posted, it's hilarious that nowadays it's easier for someone to bail and start fresh with someone new rather than putting in the effort to fix their marriage. This is what's wrong with the world today, and we have social media to thank for it. We're okay though, we have each other, so we'll get through this one day at a time. And Michael posted that he's currently trying to look for a roommate now that his wife and him are no longer together. He's looking for a roommate in Ohio. And then he made a post after Kayla pointed out the fact he blocked her kids. He said, I just want to let everyone know that me and Kayla, we decided to call it quits because we're not compatible. And we both realize that. Okay, but from the sounds of it, from her page, it sounds like he's the one that called it quits, since she's talking about how he just gave up so easily instead of fighting for their relationship. She said, me and her both agree that this was the right move because we both rushed into this, and we did it while I was in jail, so I get out and we're having to learn each other, but what I found out is we live two totally different lifestyles. But listen, Kayla's a good person. I wish her the best on her journey in life. And then someone commented and said, don't care, my turn. And a lot of people were trying to go after Mikey in the comments. It seems like he definitely has a lot of options on his social media pages, but I think Michael needs to stay single for a while and like figure out more about himself, and that way he can do what he needs to do to be in a long-term relationship and stuff like that. But one thing about Michael though is he moves quick usually when he gets single again, so we'll see, because he's already posting about how dating nowadays gives his dick PTSD. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. You guys let me know what he's trying to say with that in the comments, but I don't know, I just feel like he's trying to make it sound like things were so amicable, but if things were so amicable when him and Kayla broke up, then why did he block her? You know, if they were still on good terms, you think he would just at least try to be friends with her. But I think he did it because he knew that she wanted to continue fighting for the relationship. But if, like he said, if they weren't compatible, then there's no point wasting your time if you know you're not compatible with that person, because I've done the same thing in the past. And you know, Chris posted on his stories this picture of Jade, and to me it looks like Jade is just picking up his phone and taking pictures off his camera while they're out on a boat in Florida, and they got their son Ozzy there. But now I'm starting to wonder, are they getting back together, or are they already back together? Because why is she trying so hard to make sure she's seen by everyone on his Instagram stories? Like, yeah, she came out and said, yeah, we're co-parenting after there's rumors going around they're spotted together. But now it's like she's making sure she's seen by everyone. And she went in the past and said so many times that he was a loser, a druggie, and pretty much talked down on people that were hanging out with him, and now she's turning around and flexing that she's with him. And I'm glad to see that they're co-parenting together, but the fact that she's trying to be seen so much on his page is making me wonder, are you trying to scare off all the other ladies on his page? Is Felicia, that one chick, still in the picture? His rebound that he got with after Jade? I have so many questions, and the fact that they suddenly stopped the divorce process and then suddenly she dropped the restraining order. I mean, I can understand the restraining order being dropped because she wants to co-parent with him, but the fact that they stopped the divorce process makes me wonder, did you do that because you guys are working things out? At first, I thought they had stopped the divorce process because they were going to handle it in the tribal courts, but now that the fact she's posting herself on his stories, I'm starting to wonder what else is going on. And now let's talk about Kevin. The last time we talked about him, he was arrested, 3-4 weeks ago after he assaulted someone. Well, now somebody's out here trying to claim that he's the father of her baby. Some anonymous poster posted this in several Facebook groups. And side note, I hate the fact that Facebook started that feature where people can post anonymously on Facebook, because now you just have so many people saying the most outrageous shit that they would never say to someone's face on Facebook. Usually you got to go to places like Reddit and stuff like that if you want to stay anonymous, but now you can just do that on Facebook. And I don't know, I just hate how people use the anonymous feature. But here, I mean, I don't mind because they spilled some tea, but I really wish I knew who this was coming from. But this is the craziest part. So this person just drops a paternity test, and they ended up saying, dropping tea because I'm tired of people playing with me. So I'm like, okay, there must have been a post from this person before this and people weren't believing what they had to say. No, I looked up and down all over the Facebook groups, the Reddits, all over social media trying to find if this person had posted anything about Kevin before. And they haven't. And even everybody in the comments was calling this person out, saying, okay, it sounds like you're just having a conversation with yourself because you never said anything before this. So people are really confused. But you can see here they posted a prenatal paternity test. Okay, so does that mean they're finding out the father before they give birth. Is that what they mean by prenatal? I don't know. Sorry if I sound dumb. But they say this test was taken on April 6th, and they say the mother is a Caucasian female, and they ended up testing if Kevin is the father, and they believe 99.99% likely Kevin is the father of this woman's baby. Kevin has yet to address this situation, but you know, now that he hasn't addressed anything, it's kind of making me think that this may be true, because Kevin in the past has addressed things. He didn't address his arrest, but he's addressed other rumors in the past, and there's been times that I posted things on my Instagram page and he's came in the comments and cleared things up. But no, he's been silent as a ghost when it comes to this one. So I'm like, damn, this might be true, but I don't know, because this is coming from an anonymous poster. I guess we'll just have to see if the baby pops up here in a few months if it's not here already. Okay, so I did some digging, and this baby is not born yet. It's still fetus inside the mother's womb, and the baby was tested inside the womb. So they know that Kevin is allegedly already the father before the baby is already here. But that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Let me know what you guys think about everything in the comments below, and thank you so much for watching.